GM, everybody, and welcome to the Wasabi Dojo. Today we'll be talking about providing liquidity on Wasabi. What is LPing? Liquidity provision is when you provide your assets and create a liquidity pool. In return, you earn fees from the trading activity that happens in that pool. In the case of Wasabi, you would deposit NFTs and or ETH and earn premiums in ETH when traders buy options on your pool. So let's see how that works. We'll go to wasabi.xyz to start trading and navigate to the earn page. So first we'll create an options pool on Wasabi. We'll select the collections that we want to deposit assets for, and this can be either NFTs or ETH. Here I'll choose Bored Apes, being one of the most liquid collections. And here I have all of the Bored Apes that I own. I'll select 2 apes, and I can also choose to deposit ETH. So when I deposit NFTs, this lets people buy call options on my assets, meaning that at some point in the future, they're able to buy those NFTs from me at a price that I determine. And in order to purchase that right, they pay me a premium in ETH upfront. When I deposit ETH into the pool, this lets people sell an asset to me at a predetermined price, a price that I choose. So here I will deposit approximately the equivalent amount of 2 ETH. Right now the floor price of apes is about 30 ETH. So I'll deposit 60 ETH into this pool. Now we'll be taken to our pool configuration page. So the total liquidity that I've provided is 121.48 ETH. This includes the 2 NFTs that I deposited and the 60 ETH. We'll select an oracle that creates the virtual order book of pricing. And here I have the option to choose the Dakota Oracle, which is default and free to use. I can use a custom Oracle where I simply enter a smart contract address, or I can manually select the options that I want to create. Here I'll choose the Dakota pool, and we'll go through the risk parameters that I'm able to select from. So the option duration is the minimum amount of time that my asset will be locked, and the max duration is the maximum amount of time that my asset can be locked. So here I'm willing to write options that are as short as 1 day. And the max, in this case, let's say I can do up to 6 months, but let's say I'm comfortable with locking my assets for 1 month. And when I say locking assets, this means that at the most, somebody will be able to purchase an option that expires a month from now. If there are no active options on my pool, I'm able to withdraw my assets at any time. This doesn't mean that my assets will be locked for a month. It just means that's the maximum option duration. Now here in my strike prices, I can choose the amount that I'm willing to write options for. Now the Bored Ape range right now is 30 ETH, and I have the option to write calls or puts. And since I've deposited ETH and NFTs, I'll go ahead and decide to do both. So here I'm saying I'm willing to buy Bored Apes at a price going down to 10.25 ETH. And I'm willing to sell Bored Apes going up to a price of 61.48 ETH. The premium multiplier here basically determines how much I require to be paid upfront in option premiums by the buyer, which will determine the option price. A higher multiple means the premiums will be higher, but it means that there's a lower chance that my options will actually be bought. So I will keep my premium multiplier at about 130% because I'd like to be paid a little bit more. And right as we go down below, we will see the option price graph and where I'm able to actually make money on my calls and my puts and where I'm losing money on my calls and my puts. So here we can see the actual calculations of what the price of each call would be and the strike price. And we can play that out over the course of the month that I've selected. Once I'm comfortable with the setup of my pool, I simply hit next. I can see the settings one last time, and I simply click pool. We will approve and sign in our wallet. And there we have it. Our option pool has now been created. We will go over and see the order book with all of our listings down here. We can load more and see all of our listings. We'll see the calls and then the puts at different dates when they expire. We can see them there. We can see the active options. As of now, this pool has just been created, so there are no active options. We can see the assets in our pool, and as you can see here, we're able to withdraw them at any time. We can deposit more NFTs here. We can withdraw the 2 that we've deposited. And we can manage our option pool right here, as you see. That's it for the dojo. We'll be back soon. Make sure to subscribe and follow for more.